Hi everybody, this is a small software I've been working on. It allows you to import and export questions for Moodle, for Blackboard, and for Desire to Learn. So I just want to quickly show you how it works. I call it QuizMaker, but like the name might change in the future. So you have this window here. You have a file menu, output menu, and a help menu. You have a number of question types. You have short answer, multiple choice, essay, numerical, matching, true, false, close with a Z, and description. These are all the question types that are supported by Moodle by default. You have a sandbox window over here. You have the question window over here. Let's start a empty short answer question. Just click on that button. You can say a question name. My favorite color is blank, and then that is actually the text of the question. We'll call it favorite color, I don't know, number 1. And then let's enter the color green. You can enter more than one and enter feedback for each. Like if you say blue, and then you could say feedback that the student should get is like, are you sure? And so on and so on. Let's say green is the favorite color, give it 100%. You can say if you want it to be case sensitive and so on. So all of these options you also have in Moodle. Save that thing. So now we have a typo here in the title. Double click here. Let's fix that typo. It's the favorite color. Save. And it's fixed. Another way to enter, so you can make empty multiple choice questions, empty essay questions, and whatever you want, and then put them straight into Moodle. You can also do this. Is your favorite car? Type that into this box that I call sandbox, and let's say Tesla. Let's say B, Audi, let's say C, none. Select that. Let's click on multiple choice. And as you can see, it already put the answers in the correct fields here. Okay, and it already gave it a score of 100% for the first one. You can change that, of course. You can change whatever you like later in Moodle if you import it into Moodle. Now, as you can see, the numbering is still here. I have to delete each one by one and then tell Moodle to use a different numbering. Let's cancel. Let's do this again. But before we do that, we go to settings and then we say remove numbering. Close. Multiple choice again. And you can see it removed the A, B, C, and so on. And we want Moodle to do that automatically. Let's take lowercase a, b, c. Okay, so you can enter the feedback and all the usual stuff, default, grade, whatever you have in Moodle, you can have that here too, because you can export, import back and forth. Save that. Okay, let's do an essay question too. Let's make it an empty essay question. Let's call it final essay question. And then you can enter any text or write something about your life. Smiley face. You'll give it, let's say, 30%. Save. Okay, so you can do a lot of these kind of things. Let's take true, false. Let's call this let's say sky number 1, that's my question name. Let's say question text is the sky blue? And then the answer is, if it's true, then you give it 100, and if it's false, you get 0. Save. So now I have these questions, and then I go, oh wait, I want to start with this one. You can move that up, you can move it down, but only one at a time for now. Maybe in the future I'll implement something more sophisticated, so you can do that. You can select them all, you can delete them, you can duplicate them. Let's say you have a multiple choice question or any kind of question, and you go like, I like that one. I wanted to just change it a little bit and then use it as a template for future questions. You can take 2 if you like, and you can say duplicate, say yes, and it will create 2 copies, copy of this, copy of that. And then let's take this and edit it, and then you can you know, change it any which way you like. Another thing I implemented is you can there's auto complete in here, so you can easily if you want to recycle answers and feedback, you can do that here. So just type in the first couple letters and it will show you feedback, very good, and then here we say bad, and then here we say try again. So let's save that, and then let's say we want to start a new question, and as you can see here, the feedback is in the autocorrect and the autocomplete database. Okay, so now we have a bunch of questions. We want to output them. Output text. So you can see this is what it looks like as plain text. I made it so under each question you will have the word answer. If that's not the language you like, you can, like, let's say you're doing this in German or so, like, and the German word for answer is Antwort, so you can type that in here. You can say please write your answer, and you can see that it keeps changing. So you don't have to do, when you copy and paste that into Microsoft Word, you don't have to do repeat, select all and find and replace all and so on. So now you have all of those here. If you click on this button, it will only give you the selected questions that you selected in the list here when you clicked on those buttons instead of all of them. If I do this now, it'll be empty because I didn't select anything. You can number the questions, as you can see here. You can show the correct answers under each of them, as here. And you can also add an answer key on the bottom like this. Right? Now you can also look at this in a more in a better format. If you want to use essay questions, you can leave some space. This is how many lines I'm leaving for this essay question. Let's number them. You can choose some styles. I was playing with some styles here. They're not very good, but maybe in the future I will implement custom styles that you can make your own styles for the question text and for the answers. So this is what it looks like. Let's take away the question key, the answer key. Okay, so there's this. I can also output this as a Blackboard text. This is the code that Blackboard uses, so you can save this as a file. It's just a normal text file imported into Blackboard if your school is using Blackboard. You can also output this as Desire to Learn. They use CSV files. So if your school uses Desire to Learn, you can just take this, paste it into a text file, and name it CSV, give it the ending CSV, and there you go. Or you click on Save as File and it'll do it for you. And then you import that into Desire to Learn if your school uses that. So I don't have Desire to Learn, I don't have Blackboard, so I was just, if it doesn't work, let me know and I'll fix it. So I couldn't really test this stuff. Also, Desire to Learn, Blackboard and Moodle don't all support the same question types. They do all support multiple choice, and they all support short answer and essay, but not all of them support numerical, not all of them support matching. So if you export these questions into one of those, some stuff may be missing if you use more than just the usual short answer and multiple choice options. Okay, so let's say you already have some stuff in Moodle and you want to edit it, you want to change it. You can click on Load. So you can import Moodle XML. This is the stuff that Moodle can export. Then Moodle Icon, QuizMaker. Some of you might be familiar with that format. It's a simple text file, and it looks like this. You have the question text, and then you have the answers listed underneath. So we can import this to Blackboard files and Desire to Learn files. If you click this button, it'll add the loaded questions into the question. It'll append them, attach them to the end of what you already have. If you don't do this, it'll create a blank new file. So let's just import some Moodle stuff. Drop them here. So I'm dropping a file here. It'll tell you the name of the file. It'll tell you what it already found in here, just in case. So we have 152 questions in here. Of those are 74 multiple choice, and let's just import that. So here we go. Here are all of my questions that I imported from Moodle, and you can click on them. You see all of the stuff here, and you can edit them, and then you delete them, do whatever you like with them, and then export them as Blackboard. You can export them as Desire to Learn, and so on and so on. So essentially you can convert files from, or questions from Desire to Learn, Blackboard, and Moodle back and forth, and text, of course. Let's delete all this. Let's start a new file. Can also delete that. Let's import, just for fun, a let's say what kind of text can we take? Let's take this. So this is not a Moodle XML file. It is a Desire to Learn file. Import those, and here we go. Right. So here are questions that I imported from Desire to Learn. Now, what else can I do? Let's say I don't like the names of those questions. I can go into my settings, and I can change the names here. I can say I want to start with, I came up with a naming convention here. I can say my question, and then I can say this, and then if I do this, it will turn all the names into that. Okay. Let's see what else I put into settings here. Oh yeah, if you have multiple choice questions, we have 1, 2 of them here, and you realize, oh my god, I want them all numbered in the same way. You can click here. Let's say this is the format you want for numbering in Moodle. Let's say you forgot to click shuffle answers, or you're not sure if you used that option for all of them. Click apply, and they all now, all multiple choice questions now have those options that you just clicked. Okay. So there will be more of this stuff popping up in the future, and you can also tell me I'm sorry, what kind of options and features you would like to see. So there are still a bunch of bugs in here, but if you find any, let me know. I hope you like this, and I will keep working on this in the next couple of weeks, and yeah, keep posting it online, and I hope you find it useful. Okay, bye.